Welcome back to the lunch table, food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz. You already know where to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell too. I guess that helps us out a lot. My next guest, I want to give a huge shout out to my guy Marcos J. Teno, man.
Shout out
He
Marcos.
hooked me up with this guy just through Instagram, and as soon as I heard my next guest's album, Corazon, I was like, yo, I need him in. And it was like a mixture of like lo-fi. It was a lot of lo-fi, and you can actually rap, bro. It's one of those albums where I can actually listen to it in the car and just feel totally at peace. Shout out my next guest. I hate you, Alex. What's good, bro?
Thank you for having me, bro.
I gotta say, man, how old are you?
23.
You're 23. Your generation loves to do like the SN Instagram handle type names.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, rest in peace, XXX Tentacion.
Right.
But it was like, bro, like, you have such an Instagram handle type name. And
Yeah.
yours, I was like, I hate you, Alex. And I know it was I hate you, Alex, because the E was gone. And I'm like, y'all really like to do that.
You paid attention to the E. That's dope. No, yeah, man. Like, that's funny. One of the other like people I was talking to, he was even telling me, he was like, bro, like, your whole name is literally a sentence. And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, shit, I never realized that. I was like, it is a sentence.
Yeah, it's all good, though, man. Why particularly I hate you, though? Because your real name's obviously Alex.
Yeah, Alexander Gonzalez.
Shut up, man. Look at you.
But no, basically, okay, so it started off as an Instagram name.
Yeah.
Because at the time, I was going through, like, my phase as far as, like, what I wanted to do with the art and the rapping and the producing. So I was trying to find my lane. So I wanted another Instagram name. And the one that I had before was kind of just, like, whack to me. So I was just like, all right, well, what can I do? What's me? What's catchy?
Yeah.
What's just fun to say? And
What's fun to say? I hate you.
right. And my thing is, like, I personally feel like you can't just come up with stuff like that. Like, it just has to happen. Like, and that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to think too hard about it. So I have an ex-girlfriend that we were friends with. Like, I was friends with for like 6 years before we dated. And every time she would like come to me for advice, I would just kind of tell her, like, I'm blunt and honest when I talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't really like to sugarcoat much. So when she would ask me how I feel about this situation or that situation or what's my opinion, and I tell her, and then she'll come crying back to me like a week later talking about, I hate you so much. You were right.
You're right. You're fucking right. Everything you told me last week, you're correct.
Yeah, so I was just like, so I thought about that. I thought about that moment because, like, it was one of those conversations where we had, and she told that to me, and I went back in the house. I still didn't have a name, so like I said, it just popped into me, and it was just like,
that's tight.
I hate you, like, and then the reciprocal of that, which is just, of course, I don't hate anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any hate in my heart because I feel like personally it takes too much energy to hate somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about spreading the love about it. But I like not irony, I guess you can say, but just like the double mirrored effect.
Yeah, there's kind of like a complexion to it because I noticed if somebody's so good at, let's say rapping or singing or whatever, be like, bro, like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
It's like I hate you because you're so fucking good.
Right, exactly. And it's just like, and it's also like a cool little conversation starter because that actually happens. Like, so when like I'm joking with somebody or like I say something funny or like something just happens in the moment to where it's just like somebody always tells me like, I hate you.
Yeah.
And then when they do that, everybody in the room pauses because they know that's my name.
Yeah.
And they're just like, ah.
You said it.
You said it. That's why his name is his name.
Yo, that's a great marketing strategy, man. You didn't even know that it was going to be a dope marketing strategy.
No, I didn't. Like I said, it was an Instagram name. And what I wanted to do for like Apple Music and Spotify is just do Alex. But capital ALX has been taken so many times.
Yeah, man.
Where it's just like I couldn't get that name on any of the streaming platforms. So, like, the people I was working with at the time were just like, you want to just go by I Hate You, Alex? And I was just like, I mean, that's not the plan, but fuck it. I need the music out. You know what I mean? So, and then if anything, I'll just try and change it later.
Yeah, because, we see so many new artists, not just every month, but like every single day, bro. And I feel like it's going to get to a point where you have to be creative and, you know, you spell the name you particularly do, like no spaces, I hate you, ALX. And it's simply because there's going to be no more names to really come up with anymore. It's really difficult for somebody to come out the gates and be like a one-word name, right? I mean, granted, you'll have like Khalid.
Right.
You'll have Kuko.
Right, Kuko.
You know what I mean? Like you'll have those one-offs, but then even that's rare.
Right.
You know?
Because the name has to be right. It just has to be right. It has to fall in place. Like I feel like it has to also match with you as well. You know what I mean? And when you talk to me, you get to know me. Like I said, I'm not the type of person that's always walking around mad or like, you know what I mean? Like I'm like a stuck up certain kind of way. No, I'm really cool. Like you can have a conversation with me. I don't really have to know you like that. We can talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like it fit. I mean, no, and it kind of looks like at a certain point, it doesn't even feel like a long name at the end of the day. It's kind of just rolls off the tongue, like kind of naturally. So, and I guess that's the important thing to me, because when you hear Jay-Z or when you hear J-Rock, you know what I mean? Like, of course, those aren't their real names, but it rolls off the tongue nice. So that was important for me.
Well, I'm happy that you thought thoroughly about your name. I'm happy you just didn't pull a random adjective from the dictionary.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me too. I'm glad, like, I can actually tell this story and be vulnerable with my name because it is a piece of me. It is a part of me. So, you know, like, I didn't have to fabricate it. So,
you know, growing up, going back to, you know, your ex-girlfriend situation, were you, like, everyone's crutch in high school? Someone that everybody could lean on?
I'm the shoulder to cry on. I'm the shoulder to cry on.
And the only reason why I asked that because we were on the same boat, bro. you ever give somebody like so much fire advice?
Super, bro. Like,
and then it's just like, but I don't even take this advice myself.
Man, oh, you just said some shit right now.
When's your birthday? I'm not into the horoscope shit, but when's your birthday?
Me neither, but June 23rd, I'm a Cancer.
Oh, so happy recent birthday, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
I actually get along with Cancers pretty well. Based off people who are into horoscopes, and they told me, because I'm a Pisces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know like how that whole thing works.
I don't know.
My photographer just occasionally comes in and he's just like, "Let me read your horoscope." And I'm just like,
right.
All right, bro. Like, cool.
Have you gotten a horoscope like read about you where you were just like, damn, that's pretty on point?
Yep. And that was like the last time he read it to me, and that was actually like before an early interview that I had. Before Corazon released. And it was just more of like, it was a horoscope that was like, get on your shit and stop pushing things back. And like hearing that, at first I was kind of just like,
it's like, I'm already on my shit.
Yeah, I'm on my
shit. Mean?
And then I really thought about it. I'm like, nah, there's been a couple times like these past couple of weeks that I've been kind of like slacking. So, you know, I don't believe in the horoscopes and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, I take it for what it is.
It kind of puts everything into perspective just a little bit.
It does. So I just thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? Let me listen.
So were you in the situation where you were kind of holding yourself back from working on music? Or what was going on?
Kind of like a little bit of that, and like a little, because at the time, you know, not much was going my way, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I would kind of try to use it as an excuse and kind of mope around a little bit. And, like, that's not usually me. You know what I mean? So, it's just like, pick yourself up, know who you are, and get your shit done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and that kind of just.
Well, honestly, it's as simple as that. I've been in situations where I've been in a rut and I kind of have to, like, mope for even just, like, a day or so just to, like, really get in my feelings. And then once I really get in my feelings, it's like, okay, well, why am I really in my feelings? Why are things not going my way? And it's because there's so many things happening in this world that it's honestly kind of easy for someone to be forgotten.
Yeah.
But you have to remember to pick yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
So something as simple as like a horoscope can kind of kick your ass and be like, all right,
And it's like, now I don't read it every day. I don't get told it every day. But when I do get told it, it's always something that I need to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I'm Christian, so like I believe in God and all and stuff like that. But like, so I pray and I'll ask.
Man, I do too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I pray and I ask, God, whatever I need to ask him, and for him to get me online. So like I said, like I'm not too into the horoscope, but hey, no matter who says it at the end of the day, it's obviously being told to you for a reason.
Yeah, 100%. So how long have you been doing music for?
Man, I've been doing music since I was 8, but not music like you think. Like I was just writing
8
poetry.
years old.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was writing poetry at 8 years old. My dad would actually read me poetry when I was a kid, like 5, 6 years old.
That's so strange. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, like he wouldn't read me like your normal like kid books. Like I would literally like lay down next to him and he'd bust out this big ass Edgar Allan Poe book and Robert Frost.
You got Edgar Allan Poe at 8 years old?
Yeah. Well, earlier, 6.
Yo, that's kind of mind blowing, bro. I thought you were just gonna hit me with like some light Shakespeare shit,
Oh.
and I was like, okay. But he said Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe and Robert Frost are my 2 like biggest ones that I was reading as a kid, and because he read it to me, and my favorite actual book from Edgar Allan Poe is The Mask.
I don't think I've read The Mask.
It's like The Masquerade or something like the Red Mask or something like that. But then it's
Good old
also
Google.
another one of my favorite is The Crow. The Crow is like another one of my favorites. It's pretty,
Okay.
pretty cool. But yeah, I think it was the Red Mask of Death, something like that.
The Mask. I gotta look it up.
Yeah,
The Masquerade.
Is it The Masquerade?
The Mask of the Red Death.
There
okay,
we go.
There we go.
That's what it was. So yeah, bro, like those 2 books honestly stuck with me.
What was that one about?
The Masquerade of the Red Death was just like, it was honestly creepy, bro. Like these stories were all just like very like horror in a
Horror-driven?
sense, but not to the point where it's like, oh, killing and stabbing. It's more of like the situations that they're put in. And I can't remember clearly because it's been like so long.
It's been hella long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so
I'm
long
asking
since I
you to
read these
dig like
books.
16 years in
Right.
the past.
But I do know like it had something to do with like a person coming into like this like castle area or something like that, and it was just very like Victorian and stuff like that. Like I said, I can't. It's all foggy to me, but
It's that like what you're kind of describing is like actual horror in a sense. It's kind
Yes.
of like the horror that I get whenever I watch Get Out.
yeah,
For
yeah,
example,
no, that's exactly what
or
it
Us.
is. And Twilight Zone a little
Yeah.
bit too. You know what I mean? So, and I grew up on all those things, so it's just like all those things put in my head at once. You know what I mean? And you would think that like music was my first love, but it's actually basketball. Like I said, I was playing ball since I was 5. So
Jesus Christ, bro. You're getting put on poetry. You're playing basketball,
Shout out
and
to
you're
my
doing
pops.
music. Dude,
Shout out to my pops.
your parents are lit, man.
Yeah, my pops, he really like he put me on. He put me on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? He tried to keep me in the loop because I mean he was making music too and he was recording and stuff like that. So
Oh, word.
I was always around him when he was producing and doing.
Was
his thing.
was he recording music professionally, or was it kind of just like a side hobby?
It was kind of just like side hobby. As a kid, like in high school and teenager, he was DJing and MCing parties.
Oh, wow.
But like when he had me, like by the time I was old enough to like remember, he was just recording and doing stuff on his own, and trying to push it. But then again, like not really, because we had he had to handle stuff at home, and then like I said, like divorce came in, and then moving to my grandparents came in. They went bankrupt, so it's just like we had to move in with my grandparents. So it's just like
Damn, bro.
a lot of stuff kicked in to where it's just like he wasn't able to pursue his dreams fully. He had to sell everything. You know what I mean? So, but hey, we're back.
Yeah.
It's the second go around at it. So
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
do
it sounds like he's vicariously doing everything through
yeah.
you.
Yeah, and that's like I keep that as a motivation piece for me too. Like one of the things that I haven't said the most is that because my pops that was his
That was his dream.
yeah, that was his dream, and he was good at it. I'll give him credit. He was good at it. So now that I'm doing it, we've had this conversation so many times to where it's just like, dang, it's crazy how we thought so long it was basketball, and then you look back at all these pictures, and like there I am next to him recording, making beats, just playing with headphones, like you know what I mean, stuff like that. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's a crazy turnaround when you really think about it. Like I feel like how you felt like just a couple minutes ago, where it's just like, man, it's been so long, but it's just like you realize what the hell has happened in your life, and like you're starting to recollect all these memories, and it's just like, damn. Some of this shit's really come full circle.
Yeah, and that's why it's cool to look back at things like that and recognize that you were deeply rooted in it, like way before. It's not something that just so happened to pop up like a couple years ago.
Right.
Do you know if your dad was born here?
No, he was born in Culver City. He lived in Culver City until he was 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then my grandparents came from they're actually from Mexico. My abuela, she's from Michoacan. And my grandfather, I forgot where he said or where she said he was from, but yeah, they had to cross over. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, I was about to say because a lot of from the generation who are immigrants, usually cannot pursue the arts
Right.
because by the time they move over here, it's like, well, we need to figure out how to get money
Right.
as
It's
quickly
all
and as
about
easily
that.
as possible so we can raise our families.
Exactly. And less about the like creative and chasing dreams aspect of stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because you're trying to get your feet under you. So it's just like, but yeah, he moved out to Palmdale when he was 8. My grandfather.
Super young.
Yeah. And then he just grew up out there.
I feel like our generation kind of has this responsibility to really pursue the arts now because the past generations, our parents, our grandparents they loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my dad has like he has a guitar, he has like his own recording space and whatnot. And I'm just like, in some way, shape or form, he wanted to be a musician.
Right. It was in the back of his head.
Yeah, it was in the back of his head. So like I really push for our generation and the generations after us, like, you know, like really pursue arts because our parents and our grandparents really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
They just couldn't.
Right. And I feel like, yeah, that's a good way to go because and it goes back to the whole, like, yo, everybody wants you to be a doctor. Everybody wants you to be a lawyer. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you like that, then, you know, go ahead, do it. But my thing is just like, but do what you love. Be honest with yourself. If you love painting, go chase that shit. If you love basketball, go chase it. If you love, you know, music and rapping, like, go chase it. You know, like, we're losing, you know, creatives every day. You know what I mean? Like,
sir.
And we're losing them to society, I feel like. You know what I mean? Because
You know, that was some real shit. We're losing him to the social constructs that the United fucking States has put on our society.
I'm running for president 2020. Catch me if you guys want to elect me.
Hey, man, if Donald Trump won, you can win, too.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
No, you know, man.
Fuck that fool, bro. Fuck that fool.
Impeachment, you know,
Yes.
before 2020.
Yes, exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
But not like, yeah, I feel like we really are because society looks down upon people who want to chase dreams and pursue something that seems out of reach. That may be out of reach for you guys, but you guys have your shit. You guys got your lawyers and all that shit. Keep that shit over there. You know what I mean? Let us do what we want to do. And because we push the culture forward too. You know what I mean? And that's not just for Latinos. That's just everybody. You know what I mean? And the fact that, like, I mean, even as far as Latinos go, that's why I do what I do because I want to open those eyes.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of creative Latinos out there.
Well, you know what I also want to say too is, like, if I just, like, you know, saw you on the street or if I just, like, looked at your Instagram, like, it's very Latino inspired, right?
Yeah.
So initially, I will say this though, for the record, when I did look on your Instagram, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of like Latin sounding music. But when I did listen to your music, I was like, oh, this is dope. This is kind of like 90s lo-fi type music, like super chill. And to my point being, you're an example of you don't have to be Latino and make Latino sounding music.
And that's exactly what I've been trying to preach through this whole process. Because to be honest, yeah, bro, like, that's why I dress, like, when you see me, like, when I dress up in, like, little photo shoots that I have or whatever, like, I know for the flyer that we did for my listening party, you know, we did, like, you know how you would, if you have your family, you guys are doing a family picture and they have those backgrounds and then they have, like, the stands or, like, the accessories or whatever. And I had, like, a big-ass XL Shaka tee on, 2XL Shaka tee with the red plaid shorts because that's what y'all want to see me in. That's what y'all see me as, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm kind of playing as I'm dressing or as I'm, like, portraying that, I'm also, like, going against it because, like I said, it's like you guys pigeonhole me as soon as I come out the gate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys already have, like, an image in your head of how I'm supposed to look or how I'm supposed to talk. But it's just like, you don't have to be that. You know what I mean? You can be Latino and talk regular or talk.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can be Latino and dress in Kanye
and
shit.
whatever the fuck.
And whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you can don't let society just pigeonhole you into your category and just keep you there.
And also don't pigeonhole yourself too.
Nah, yeah, never.
Because I think what tends to happen is that people will fall into me being Asian, right? Like, people will make themselves like super Asian to get accepted into the community.
Right.
People will make themselves super Latino to get themselves accepted in the community. And it's
Right.
like, as much as society can pigeonhole you to look and dress that certain way, it's also up to you to be like, well, I'm not necessarily going to follow all those
Right.
stereotypes that society has
Right.
set for me. Like, I can do my own shit.
Right. And I feel like there's a silver lining between both sides to where I can do my own shit and paying homage to where I come from.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like I hit with my project, and that's what I feel like I'm going to continue to try and push because, like I said, I can be Latino, and you know I can do the whole mariachi and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Like we can do that.
The Cortez is on and
You know
all.
what I'm saying? We can
everything,
do that,
bro.
but like, you know, like I said, you gotta try and find like a way to blend both sides of it because, like I said, you don't have to do that. And I feel like a lot of reasons why Latinos don't want to get out and do what they really want to do is, like I said, because society or whoever in their life has already like kind of pigeonholed them and no, you're supposed to be like this.
You're supposed to be a traditionalist.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you like this, like I'm not a traditionalist. I don't come from a mariachi background or anything like that. I'm not Catholic. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, you know, a cholo. You know, I'm not tatted. I have no tattoos at all. You know what I mean?
Bro.
He's like,
shit.
neither do I.
Like, I don't know, man. Good for you.
But yeah, bro. So it's just because like it's funny. Like another one of the interviews that I did, he like thought I had tattoos on, so he kind of like originally put that in the article.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like I told him, I was like, yo, like I don't have any tattoos. But he's like, oh no way. He was like, I thought you did, like the way I seen you, and I mean I didn't have a problem with it. It was all love, but I was just like, yeah, bro, I don't have tattoos.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
it's kind of crazy because as much as we try to not pigeonhole ourselves, like I feel like it's to the point where certain generations are kind of just like it's stuck there now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to see otherwise unless you're told multiple times, like, no, but you can do this.
Yeah.
It's such a weird time that we live in.
Oh yeah, but it's the perfect time. It's the perfect time to step out of your box and make yourself known for what you like to do. You just gotta. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugar. You gotta have the balls to actually step out and do it.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? So like, I mean, even for you, right? You're Asian, right? I mean. What shirt is that?
Well, this is funny because this is actually an Asian artist. His name is Joji.
Oh shit! Oh yeah,
Yeah, Joji from 88 Rising.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
And see, now look, when people look at you, right? Oh, he's Asian. They expect you to have Asian letters on your damn T-shirt, and it's just like, bro, like not every Asian is gonna have letter like Asian writing or all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like. It's not how it goes.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't got like the random hieroglyphics along my arm and shit.
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. Like, you don't have to like pigeonhole homie into a lot of shit. And same thing for Latino. Same thing for African American culture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I'll say it over and over again. Like, that's why I love "To Pimp a Butterfly" from Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh.
Because, and I mean, aside from Section 80, because Section 80 is intentional with me.
Yeah.
"To Pimp a Butterfly" is my favorite project from his because he took a stand. And I hated when everybody tried to like categorize it as a pro-black album because it wasn't. He was just standing up for his people. You know what I mean? And I appreciated like the consciousness that he opened up, and especially the time that we were in. You know what I mean, when "To Pimp a Butterfly" dropped, like it was a shitty time. You know what I mean? Police brutality. Donald Trump just became president. We lost Barack Obama. So it's just like he stepped in and pushed his people. He pushed them up because you know when the Donald Trump thing happened, I feel like we all took a hit.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like, it was heavy, bro. And I feel like that album was uplifting, not only for everybody, but, you know, African Americans as well.
Well, I feel like "To Pimp a Butterfly" was one of those albums that were kind of, in a sense, it was kind of slept on.
Oh, super.
You know, because
people didn't want to hear that shit.
Because I look back at that album and I'm on the same boat. I'm like, "To Pimp a Butterfly" is my favorite. Like, between like its sonics and the way that it's constructed it's just one of those things. I think he had even complexion with Rhapsody, and that was probably one of my favorite songs on the album.
Complexion.
And the fact that the follow-up was "The Black or the Berry."
Yo, yeah, the Black.
I'm just like, bruh, like it's kind of like, yeah, complexion, we don't have to be in like such a racist society. We don't have to like keep on looking at each other based on our color. But the blacker the berry is kind of like, but if you keep on looking at us because of our color, like outrage can, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And like I said, I respect that so much. And I take that as inspiration a lot for me because, like I said, I feel like there hasn't been a Latino, like, I mean, even when you think of Latino artists, you know, J Balvin and, you know, Bad Bunny.
Well, bro, it's like, you know, even if we want to keep it within the LA area, like artists like Devour, you know, very just street. We have artists like Eddie Zuko, if you ever heard of him, like, you know, very melodic. And then we have someone like FIFA. Yeah. And FIFA is just very like party oriented. And, you know, we have someone like yourself. Alex is like very lo-fi. Right. And it's like all of you are Latino, but you don't make the same music.
Exactly. And that's where it's just like, it's amazing, bro. It's honestly, it's cool to see. Yeah. I mean, and I just want to shine light on it. Because, like, again, there's artists like Cuco. And he doesn't make your average, like, Latino, whatever people would think or categorize as, you know, Hispanic music or Latino music. Like, he has his own style, and it's very, like, LSD, like hip hop, like R&B melodic. Like he mixes a bunch of shit, bro. Like it's fire.
You know, it's kind of like, don't categorize us by our skin. Categorize us by the way we sound.
Exactly. And to that, we can just end that on that.
No, we're definitely ending it on that.
That's perfect. Talk about me preaching. My boy in here preaching.
Hey, bro, you're helping me get to these points of the conversation because I'm just like, damn, I never thought of it that way. I Hate You, Alex, the album Corazon, right before you walked into the Lunch Table Studios. Fun fact, you actually recorded the entire project in your room?
Yes, the entire project was recorded in my home studio that me and my pops built.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's not just your room. It's like an actual
No, it's an actual studio
Dude,
room.
That is tight. Yeah. Can I come over sometime? I just want to check it out.
Pull through. Easy. Pull through, bro. Please pull through. And that way we can, like, I can show you, like, because it's not like it's big. It's not like it's all soundproof, bro. Like, if you walk in against the back wall, there's shelves of hella action figures.
Oh, wow.
Collectibles type shit. So, like, I mean, that kind of serves as a little bit of soundproofing as well. So yeah, it's just like it's a cool space. It's just a nice creative space. I mean, and it sounds decent enough to where I can get off what I need to get off.
Bro, your pops sounds like he's really invested in you doing this music thing.
Yeah, he is. I mean, even to this day. I mean, like, even if you hear the lyrics in Long Day, like, you know, I just lost my job, I just lost my dog. That's all facts. You know what I mean? And through this process, you know, I've been low on funds, bro. I kind of don't. You know, I be working day to day. You know what I mean? I try to figure out how I'm going to get by day to day. And he doesn't have... I've been the type to pay my bills on time and give him money when I need to and all that shit. But, like, since, you know, I lost my job and I've been doing everything, like, commuting to L.A. all the time, going back and forth, studio sessions, interviews, whatever I have to do, he's giving me the money for gas. He's giving me the money for food.
Damn,
he's not stressing me, like, you need to get a job. Like... Nah, like, that shit helps me out a lot as a stress reliever because those are some of my lowest points. Because, like, when I can't give my pops the money to pay my bills and when I can't give him the money to, like, yo, like, I have to ask him, like, yo, like, can I get some money for food? Like, it's a shot to my pride because it's just, like, I've never, you know, I've always had, I used to work at In-N-Out. So it's just, like, I always had the money to do.
Yeah. God. And because I know how much In-N-Out workers get paid. I'm just like, what? I might as well just work there instead of wherever the fuck else.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, I was making good money, so I was able to pay for everything. And now that, you know, I haven't been able to, I feel low. You know what I mean? I get low sometimes. I'm just like, damn, like, I feel bad. You know, because I'm not the type to expect my dad to pay for shit. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't raise me like that, and that's why, like, but even still, we had a conversation 3 nights ago, and he just, you know, I had some big news for him, so I told him and talked to him about it, and he was just like, well, look, you know, let me know when your bills come up, and don't worry about me. Just don't do nothing stupid. You know what I mean? Like, just don't worry about it. Go out, do what the fuck you need to do. Handle that shit. I can...
What was the big news?
I can't say yet. I wish I could, bro. I really do, but it could be life changing. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping and I'm praying, God willing, bro. God willing, it happens and it goes through.
Someone came at you with a bag, huh? you don't gotta say it. Someone saw your shit and was like, "Oh, okay,
okay, yeah." So,
I mean, this is all alleged. I have no clue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah, and it like I said, how my manager likes to put it best to me, and how he's been like teaching me throughout this process is, I don't want to block my blessing, so I keep it to myself. I tell my people, like my circle and shit like that. But like, even then, like I keep it like real. Like I said, I talk to my pops about it, and that's pretty much it. My manager, of course, knows because he's the one that gave me the news. So it's just like I said. In the meantime, my pops just told me go out and do my shit, and he fully trusts and believes me in what I'm gonna do. So I was like, all right, for sure. And that just gave me all the confidence in the world and to go out there and do what I need to do. So
you got family support, and then you got support from the industry as well. You also got fan support too, bro. And I think everybody should tap in with ihateyouALX super early, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all really should. Considering that the project was recorded at the house, right? Home studio. What was the most difficult song for you to make on the project?
Ooh, man. There was a couple. I mean, Teen Angels was kind of rough. That one was the last track that I ended up having to make.
That one's probably my favorite.
Thank you so much. Because it was just a lot of rearranging and organizing that I had to do. That was just to make it make sense. You know what I mean? Because it was but a sketch up until like literally the last 3 days that I had to get it done.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, the day Thursday that I had it finished, like in mixed and mastered, was it Thursday morning? Yeah. No, Friday morning, because I had no, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to work on it. Thursday morning is when I had it completely mixed and mastered. So Wednesday is when I was doing all the mixes and getting everything like for a rough draft, and then I was gonna have a little listening party with my team at this other house that we kick it at. And but even then, even when I played it over there was still shit that I had to do to clean it up. So got back from the listening party, cleaned it up that night, cleaned it up in the morning, ran it through L&R for the mastering, and then my pops was the first person I actually played it for too, fully finished, and then it came out the way it was. But like those 3 days, man, I was scrambling, working hard, bro. Like I didn't have no job either, so I was just like, well, I'm gonna dedicate all my time that I have to this, because my manager literally gave me 3 days. He was like, look, we need to get this project submitted by Thursday, so you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And now I could have worked on it that Saturday, Sunday, and Friday, but cool little thing, I was super stressed out. I was really like, my head was just pressured, and I was just kind of just, like I said, I got down again, and I didn't want to do anything, bro. I didn't want to record. I was missing my dog. So it's just like, I didn't want to do anything. So what I decided to do was take my photographer and go get lost in LA. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going. Just went. We had an eventual plan to link up with the homie Ari on Sunday, but Friday, Saturday, we were just like, bro, let's just bum it. F it. Went out, one outfit for 2 days. One outfit for 2 days, slept in the car, was talking to a tweaker for like 30 minutes to an hour before Goodwill opened up, and he would not shut up. So it's just like, but I mean, all of that, I mean, we really got lost, bro. And that, I really needed that, because more than I actually thought I did. Because for a minute, I was kind of like, man, what am I doing? I'm not doing shit out here. I'm like, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. But sometimes, bro, you just need to give your mind a breather and give it a rest and just take a deep breath.
It's kind of just a break from everything that goes on, because, for instance, me being in music professionally for like 3-4 years now, I've noticed that we're always on this run mode. We're always on run. We need to do this. We need to do that. Da. Then I'll take a vacation for like a week, right? Right. And then after that vacation, I just feel, I don't feel the stress anymore. Yeah. I feel like I'm able to run even farther and even stronger. And to your point being is like, you being in such a stressed environment with everything that was happening between losing your job, losing your dog, and trying to get this project out, all it really took was like a day or two for you to like step away from it and like refocus and be like, okay, well, now that I had my time away, I really need to get this done now. Let's go. I'm ready.
Because that Sunday that I came back, after we kicked it with Ari, I came back like around, I hit Palmdale like 5 or 6, and me and my photographer, we smoked a blunt with the homegirl, and then after that, I was just like, all right, let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready. And it was everything that I needed. And then, that following Monday, woke up in the morning, got right to it. Wrote long day, recorded it, and one day mixed it down, all that shit.
I like your work ethic, bro. I'm going to need you in the studio over here sometime,
Appreciate
bro.
you, bro. Hell yeah, let's do it.
I have a couple people who I feel like you can really rock out with.
Let's do it, bro. I'm all for that shit, bro. Like, I love working. I love what I do. You know what I mean? This ain't, this isn't a hobby to me, bro. This is my life. Like, this is my life now. This is my college. This is my MBA. This is my school. This is where, that point in college or when you're going to, like, law school or you're going to, like, doctor school, whatever they call it, medical school, like, and you get in debt. This is my debt part. And then, of course, when I make it, like,
damn, bro,
I'll pay it back. You know what I mean? But, like, this is the part where I struggle and I hustle and I sweat. Blood, sweat, and tears coming into this part of my life. And, I just got to make it through.
You know how I know you'll be fine? That whole last 30 seconds of you just... I felt so much passion coming from you, bro. And it's a beautiful thing, like me being on this side of the table and just feeling the passion
of the lunch table.
Of the lunch table, man, just emanating from you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I hate you, Alex, man. We're just going to go through like a string of questions before we head out, bro.
Hell yeah. No, give it to me, bro.
What's your favorite food, man?
Ooh. That's kind of hard to say considering my abuela just made some fire lasagna. And her lasagna is crazy.
I definitely got to go to the crib then, bro.
Yeah, bro. Pull it through. Hey, man, my abuela, she be throwing down, bro. She been throwing down for years, though. But nah, like, my favorite food, I'll probably say pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah, I love pizza.
Okay.
Pizza is like, it's easy. It's easy to, like, when you're on the go. And then it's nice if you want to actually sit down and kind of just, like, have, like...
Yeah, and you can eat it warm. You can eat it cold.
Oh, cold pizza's fire, bro.
Shout out to Mac Miller, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to Mac Miller.
You already mentioned your favorite album, but is Kendrick your favorite rapper?
Yes.
Okay.
Kendrick is my favorite rapper, but it's weird because also my favorite artist in general is Isaiah Rashad. Rashad is my favorite artist. Like, my favorite rapper... And a big inspiration, like, Kendrick is up there. Like, he got me through shit, too. Producing-wise, production, art, fashion, Kanye West. I grew up on Kanye West. I grew up on College Dropout, Late Registration. Graduate, followed him all throughout.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. When I tell people, like, who I always say that's my favorite artist is Isaiah Rashad.
That's so interesting, bro. Meal ticket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You only know if you know.
You know what I mean? Like that. He got me through some tough times. So.
Who would be your dream collaboration then?
Isaiah Rashad.
Man, I feel like we can make that happen. I mean, I can't make it happen, but I feel like it can happen in the near future.
The way the universe is going right now, let's just hope.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope. But.
You're a huge basketball fan. You've also played basketball in the past. Who's your favorite basketball team and player?
Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant.
Come on now. That's the most LA thing that I've heard on this podcast.
Hell yeah. Kobe Bryant,
what is it, man? Like, what? Why?
You want to know a funny story, bro?
Go.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So when I was into this whole basketball shit, bro, like, I went to Kobe camp. My dad put me through Kobe camp.
Yes.
Crazy. I've always wanted to tell this story, bro.
Yes.
So we were playing a game because they set up games. They pick teams and all that shit. So, like, they set up a game. And Kobe was watching our game. So I was playing ball. At the time, the number one freshman in Georgia was playing against me on the other team. So we're playing, whatever. Halftime's about to come up. So I make a quick move. Boom, step back. Pull from the three. Cashed at the buzzer.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't know Kobe was watching. I just knew he was around. But he was watching other games going on other courts and stuff like that. I was just playing. So, boom, hit the move, cashed out. I turned and looked, bro. and Kobe Bryant was right there watching. And I'm walking to the bench. I shit you not. Everybody, it's a true fucking story. I hope I get to tell Kobe this one time. I'm walking to the bench, bro, to go like take a break or whatever because of halftime. And Kobe stops me and he was like, "Good shot, kid." And he taps me on the ribs. I haven't washed that rib since. No,
oh, hell no. You get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Yeah, bro. So and funny shit. So he did that, bro, and I kind of regret it, but he did that, and I was just like, "Thank you, man. Like, appreciate you."
Yeah.
Like trying to be all cool and shit. In my head,
You're freaking.
I lost it,
like,
bro.
oh, shit.
I was like, like I didn't have to play. I didn't have to win no championship.
Yeah,
That was cool.
you're like,
that was
that's
good.
all I needed, man.
Yeah, that's it. I'm cool.
Hey, man, that is probably a highlight that nobody else will ever get in life, bro.
Yeah. Like,
And you know what? that is too good. We're gonna end it right there, bro. I hate you, Alex. Where
Yes,
can
sir.
everybody find you, man? And the Project Corazon.
Oh yeah. So I made this easy for everybody. Of course, this goes back to the name.
Yeah.
So you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everything. Snapchat at ihateyouALX. ihateyouALX.
There you go. Well, this is the lunch table. Food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz. I hate you, Alex. Corazon out now.
Go get that.
Go get that.
Go get that.
Go
Play
stream it.
Bump it. Play it on
Play
the way
it.
home. Play it in the whip. Play
Yes.
it while you're getting high.
You
Just
already
play
know.
it.
And we out. Yay.
Yeah.